Don't look sad. You're proud of yourself. You're hoping for a promotion. How do you expect me to call this guy a brother? Oh, and that's how the game ends? No way! Bro, this game out in 2004. And the newest game came out like a couple of weeks ago. People waited 12 years for a cliffhanger ending? No fucking way! How did you guys live with the hate of Leandros for 12 years? I hope we get to kill that piece of shit in the second game. Why would they wait 12 years? Shouldn't they have taken the advantage of hype in the beginning years? Well, you have to remember, this is an era of gaming where these type of games are quite in abundance. Like, remember early 2000s, every game was like this. Like Gears of War, Resident Evil 4, every game was semi-shooter, Call of Duty, even that, with okay story, third-person shooting combat gameplay, and just the setting changes. If it's Resident Evil, it's zombies. If it's Warhammer, it's sci-fi. If it's Call of Duty, it's military, you know? So by the time this game came out, the early 2000s craze of this type of games were already dying down. So they actually, they were late. They were quite late. That's the big tragedy with Warhammer as a franchise. They can never make a good game in the best time. There's also an RTS game called Dawn of War, Warhammer Dawn of War. They say that's a peak strategy game. But that came out after Warcraft 3, after Frozen Throne. Whenever you say RTS, people think of Warcraft and StarCraft, because Warhammer came so much later than those. And the RTS hype died down by the time Dawn of War released. Same thing with this game. The third-person Gears of War-like shooters were dying down, and then they made this game. This is a good game. This is a great game. I've enjoyed my time thoroughly. But at the time, in 2004, it came out way too late. And let's be honest, the plot isn't the deepest thing ever. I will not be theory crafting about anything. It's a quite linear story. It's an okay story. It's a perfect gateway to the Warhammer world. I think that's what they were going for, and I think that they succeeded. Remember, 2004, that's a big year in gaming. Because what happened in 2004, do you know? A silly little game came out, and with it came a silly little game craze, game type craze. That silly game was called World of Warcraft. That's right, it came out in 2004 too. And with it, the MMO online game craze. Every game became an online game. Every game studio wanted to make an online game. So games like this right here, they were forgotten. Weirdly enough, now the second game, Space Marine 2, is super popular. Everyone is talking about it. Why? Games like this, they are on demand, because we have a lot of online games with microtransactions, season pass, battle pass, all that bullshit. We missed these type of games now. We were like, fuck, we had it so good. We had no idea. And now Space Marine 2 finally comes at a time where the timing is the best. They finally got the recognition they deserved 12 fucking years later. That's the entire thing. Like, people say quality speaks for itself when it comes to a product. That's not the case with most things. Of course quality matters, but if the timing's off, well, all that work was for naught. I think that's the case with this game.